Exactly 1 week after police in a St. Louis suburb shot and killed an unarmed teenager, Missouri's governor has declared a state of emergency. The governor also imposed a curfew beginning at midnight to maintain order. The decision comes after yet another night of rioting and looting. Also tonight, we know the Reverend Al Sharpton has arrived in Missouri ahead of a big march tomorrow. As CBS 2's Matt Kozar reports, anger over the teen's death is spilling into our area.
Despite peaceful protests today, a curfew tonight for Ferguson, Missouri. No one allowed on the streets between midnight and 5 a.m. The governor announced a state of emergency.
This is a test. The eyes of the world are watching.
State Police Captain Ron Johnson is handling security and says there won't be a return to the military-style tactics that angered the community following the death of Michael Brown, a black teen who was shot and killed by a white police officer.
We won't enforce it with trucks. We won't enforce it with tear gas. We'll communicate. We'll talk about, you know what, it's time to go home.
Law enforcement lost control Friday night when anger turned to looting, stores vandalized, merchandise destroyed. Tensions reignited after police released the name of the officer who shot Brown, while also releasing surveillance video allegedly showing Brown stealing cigars from a convenience store about 15 minutes before he was killed. CBS News has learned the Department of Justice asked Ferguson police not to circulate the video for fear of inciting more violence, but police did it anyway.
The family feels that that was strategic. They think it was aimed at denigrating their son. It was a character assassination attempt.
I have never been involved in a case, never been involved in a movement where they didn't try to blame the victim.
After speaking in New York, Reverend Al Sharpton traveled to Missouri, where he's planning a rally tomorrow. Anger over Brown's death and the death of Staten Island native Eric Garner in NYPD custody is spilling onto the streets of New York. Earlier this week, a massive march from Union Square to Times Square, leading to the arrest of several protesters. By Saturday, smaller rallies in Harlem calling for justice.
That is no time to calm down. It's no time to shut up.
3 Ferguson police officers were injured last night in the rioting. Now, the police officer accused of shooting, I should say the police officer who shot and killed Brown has been identified as 28-year-old Darren Wilson. He's been a cop for 6 years. He's been placed on administrative leave. Cindy?
Matt, thank you.